Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, I wanted to talk on this situation with Adin Ross getting swatted. So, yeah, for those that didn't get a chance to see the video, so Adin Ross is streaming, minding his own business. All of a sudden, I think it was a friend of his that had came in and had said that, like, hey, yo, you just got swatted. So, yeah, SWAT team is, like, walking around the house and things. You can see the lights in the background and all that stuff. But Adin is he's in a position where he has like his hands behind his head, and he's overall like talking to the stream, like saying this is messed up. Then he directed his attention towards the individual that got him swatted and was like, I guess was saying like, yeah, I just hope like the worst of the worst happens to you. You're not gonna amount to anything. Overall, like the rightful reaction in a situation like that. Now that wouldn't have been the choice of words I would have said. I probably would have said though, I hope you don't amount to anything, because when you're putting my life in danger because of some content creating stuff, yeah, I'm gonna be upset over that. It's things like that where people, they just don't sit down and take the time to realize like, no, I really want to like explain this to people on how dangerous swatting is, because it's happened numerous times, and I'll never forget the one story when somebody had got shot and killed. Wasn't even involved in the people that were, it was some random individual that got shot and killed because another person called the swatting on some other, streamer and stuff. It was, I'll explain that, but so anyways, but yeah, so Adin, he's going off on the person, and somebody really said that he's overreacting. How is he overreacting? When you got people, you got cops walking around your house with guns drawn and stuff, like, how is that overreacting? You going like, oh, then the cops, then they was really overreacting then. But it's things like that where it's like, no, you can't say that a person is overreacting and you're putting somebody's life in danger. It's not overreacting. That's their genuine reaction. I'm like, it's people are crazy, man. I swear, it's like they get so pressed and upset about a content creator existing when they can easily stop watching their streams, stop watching their videos, unfollow them from social media. No, instead, you want to be so involved in this person's life when they don't even need you there. They don't even ask for you to be there, but you still try to figure out a way to be involved in this person's life. Why? Well, what is that at the end of the day? What is that doing for that individual, and what is that doing for you? Especially the other person. What is that doing for the content creator? You want to be so involved in their life. And the crazy thing is, there's no legitimate explanation for it. There's no reason for it. They'll try to come up with every reason possible on why they need to be involved in this person's life or why they need them there. And it's like, no, they don't. If my thing is this, if I needed you to be involved in my life, you will know, but I don't. I don't need you to be involved in my life whatsoever. So it's like, to any hater out there, it's like, stop listening to my podcast episodes. Stop watching my videos. Stop watching my streams. Unfollow me from social media. I do not need you to be involved in my life. That goes out to every hater out there. Because at the end of the day, it ain't doing nothing for nobody. You hating and me, if put myself in Adin's shoes, you hating on Adin and then him getting swatted. They ain't doing nothing for nobody. And then people are like, oh, it's entertaining, it's funny. Okay, so you know what? Scenario, right? Because I know a lot of people, they're going to be all like, oh, well, that'll never happen. That's not going to happen. And it's like, you don't know what the future holds for an individual, right? It could be Adin, it could be a streamer like Adin, it could be anybody out there where this happens to them. But so let's say Adin, he were, in this swatting situation. Let's say if his friend didn't come in that room and overall, didn't warn him about being swatted, right? Let's say that didn't happen. Adin is streaming. He sees somebody walking in the back of his house. He pulls out a weapon. He gets to shooting. They shoot back. Adin is dead. How and the thing is, whoever that individual was that did get Adin swatted, they're going to look at that and be all like, oh, well, I wouldn't feel anything. I wouldn't know. That's going to eat you up for the rest of your life. You worried about some hatred and all that stuff. That hatred is going to turn into pain, bro. Pain. You may have all this hatred in your heart towards Adin, but once when you really snap back into reality and realize what you did, now at this point the people gonna be looking at you, trying to figure out like, okay, well, who was it that got Adin killed? Because now people are gonna be pointing the fingers at you. They ain't gonna be all like, oh, Adin got himself killed, Adin did this, Adin did. No, they're gonna be looking for the individual that got Adin killed. Because no, in this overall, a situation like this had happened before. So there were these two, I think they were streamers or something, I don't know. But anyways, so they're streaming, and they going up against each other in Call of Duty, but at some point in time, they start going at it with each other. Now, that's why I always recommend, it's like, play video games with your friends, people that you can count on, people that you trust, people that you know. It's like, if we one-on-one competition, whatever the situation is, like, if we're getting mad at each other, we know that it's like, okay, hey, see you tomorrow. Go about your business, whatever the situation is, or, oh, hey, I'll talk to you tomorrow. It's like, whatever it is and stuff. But when you play with random people and then you guys start trash talking each other, like, yeah, you're going to really build up some anger in your heart towards them and stuff. So anyways, these two guys are streaming. I think they were playing Call of Duty or whatever. So anyways, I guess, yeah, one, he just got like super upset over the whole situation. He calls the cops to get the guy swatted. So yeah, the cops, they show up. But they showed up to the wrong house. So they are like all outside this person's house. This guy don't even know what's going on. So he walks outside with a weapon, ends up getting shot and killed. Lost his life. Because of these two guys getting that upset over a video game. Now, I'll admit, I've been upset at video games before. I've stumped out PlayStations. I've thrown games across my room. I have scratched up discs. I have done everything possible to get mad at video games. And even online, I'll never forget, there has been times where my friends, they have killed me one too many times in the game. I ain't got upset. I'm chasing them around. But in game, chasing them around, rocket launchers, sniping, assault rifles, all that stuff. In game, I am destroying that individual. But in real life, I am dabbing them up, hugging them, laughing, cracking jokes, all that stuff. And my thing is this, if they're really that toxic, I'm not even going to talk with them anymore. I don't know why that is so hard for a person to do, where it's like, if you got that much hatred in your heart towards an individual, you still feel like you just need to build up, keep building that hatred and keep building it up and keep building it up until you go out, do something dramatic, crazy. Now you done put people's lives in danger. I don't get that. I never understood that. Like, if I can just honestly talk outside of swatting and just kind of talk on haters real quick, because that's something that I never understood with content creating. As long as I have been a content creator, this is something that I told this story before, but I remember back around the time when I started content creating, it was maybe 2010, 2011, I don't know, but I do remember coming across the YouTuber Ray William Johnson, right? Came across him. I don't know why, but I had all of this hate in my heart towards this man. I remember I made videos talking about why I hated Ray William Johnson and all that crap. And when I sat down and realized that this video was stupid and there was no reason for it, and then there's fans from him telling me why are you hating this man? No, get out of here, go. And it's all these other different things. Then you sit down and realize, well, there wasn't no legitimate reason to hate on him. He only makes videos. It's the same thing that I'm doing. So I don't get why I'm hating on. So yeah, I stopped. And the funny thing is, I started watching his videos. I started being a fan of his channel and things. It was even at one point on Twitter, but I think because he was on his John Cena stuff. He was just following a bunch of people. He had followed me on Twitter. That means that he has seen my profile, or he just seen my name and he clicked the follow button next to it. Just following a bunch of random people, but I was on that list. The man was following me. He was following me for some years too. And the funny thing is that I remember when he had left his series Equals 3, I was, devastated. I was like, hey, I'm going to still watch whoever else does it and stuff, but devastated. I was like, oh no, bro, come on, man. Nah, keep going at this. This is funny. Bro, you was the best. So it's when you take those type of, when you just overall take people for granted, and you you end up being a fan of them, then next thing you know, you look up, they ain't even doing content no more. It's those type of things where now you got to go back and watch their old content. I'm not saying you got to turn around and be a fan of me, but I'm just saying my thing is this. You have that much hatred in your heart, right? that much hatred. Now, this is when I think I was, for like 14 at the time and stuff. So, me having that much hatred, my question was, overall, if I could ask 14-year-old me, why are you watching his videos? And knowing 14-year-old me, he'll probably say, oh, I don't know, I don't like him. It's like, okay, well, if you don't like him, then don't watch him. And it's like, it's those type of things where it's like, you say that, a person doesn't have, like, that's pretty much like checkmate, right? That's legitimate checkmate right there. I don't know how many times I have said that to people where it's like, they'll come to my channel, right? Especially in that 4-year-long beef that I was in. But the times I have asked or told them, I'm just like, or even just said, it's like, why are you here? If you don't like my videos, don't watch them. That's literally checkmate. And the fact that they will try to find an argument for it, and it's like, and the funny thing is that they'll say some dumb stuff like, that's an invalid argument. It's not an argument, it's common sense. If you don't like something, my thing is this, if I don't like a video game, I'm not gonna play it. I'm going to try to avoid that video game at all costs. I may watch others play it, but I'm not going to play it myself. I'm not going to put unnecessary amounts of stress and anger in my heart for no reason. But that's, but when they say things like that, it's coming from a person that already has stress and anger and all that stuff in their system. So at that point in time, they need to go see a therapist. They need to go see somebody to talk to. And I'm like, instead of sitting here taking your anger out on me, I ain't even do nothing to you. And it's like, that's the thing that you had to you can ask the person that rated Adin. It's like, what has he done to you personally? What has he done to upset? Because if you remotely say anything content creating related, all that stuff don't matter. All of it. None of it at all. If he has done something to you personally, right, to where he has swatted you, or he's made some point, or he's done something at the equal level of swatting, if all he has done is live stream and posted videos and, post stuff on social media, the basics of a content creator, bruh, he has done nothing, absolutely nothing to you. So people having all this hatred, all this anger in their heart towards content creators for whatever reason, and it's like, bruh, let that stuff go. It ain't up for an argument, it ain't up for a debate, it ain't up for a discussion. Let that stuff go. Because if that's the case, right, if that's the case, you're gonna have to argue with everything that exists. Honestly, sit down and think about it. When you play a video game, right? Video games, glitchy, buggy, and all that stuff, you're going to have to argue with those developers on a day-to-day basis until they change something. If there's a particular food that you don't like, you're going to have to argue with the source of however that food is made until something changes, right? If there's a movie out there, music, what are some other things? Sneakers, toys, whatever the situation is, right? And you don't like the design, you don't like how it feels, you're finding all these issues wrong with it, you're gonna have to argue with that source until they listen to you. But you and I both know that's never gonna happen. So why can you not do that same thing with a content creator? Because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure whoever it is that rated Adin, they most likely don't want him to be a content creator anymore, right? So my question is why? Because if they could have it like that, where it's like Adin couldn't be a content creator anymore, my question is why would that man ruin his money, his source of income, right? Ruin his life, this life that he has worked hard for, all right? Why would he turn all of that stuff away to be worried about what you like and don't like? Who cares what you like and don't like? And the funny thing is like, they most likely, it's probably because they don't watch some video about, and that's usually how that stuff goes. They don't watch some video about Adin Ross, and now all of a sudden they upset and press over him existing for no reason at all. He ain't did nothing to them personally. So that's why it's those type of things where it's like, fam, let that stuff go. It is not that hard. Okay, my thing was this, I used to be a hater at some point in time. Then I realized hating ain't gonna get me nowhere. Hating ain't gonna make me money. Hating ain't gonna put me in a good lifestyle. So at the end of the day, why do it? My thing is this, to whoever it is out there that's hating, do you think you're gonna get a significant other by hating? No. If so, then both y'all is crazy. Do you think you're gonna make money by hating? Maybe. Look at Rotten Tomato. There's at times where they be hating on certain movies and people out there and stuff. I guess they make money from it and things, but nobody don't really be listening to them because that's why they had to have that section of like, this is how we had rated the movie, and this is how the fans had rated the movie. And when you see Rotten Tomato and gave that movie a 20, but the fans then gave it a 90, that's who you listen to. You listen to the fans. That's going. If my thing is this: if Adin Ross, if he has all these fans, he don't have all these fans for no reason. He don't have. Let's just see. Overall, like if I can pull up all his socials real quick, because I'm very curious about it and stuff. Why did it open up a completely different? I ain't asked for that. Okay, Adin Ross. Okay, so Twitch. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. I think he has multiple YouTube channels, but anyways, let's go and open up. Okay, so I think I've opened up everything. So, so his Twitch is up. It's back. His Twitch is back. That's good. I like to see it. So 6.8 million followers. That's Twitch. 3.9 million followers on Instagram, 1.5 million followers on Twitter, TikTok, 5.4 million followers on TikTok, and almost 3 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. And I think this is one of his YouTube channels. I think he has more channels. Yeah, and he has another channel called Adin Ross, where he has 886,000 subscribers. I felt like he had another one too. Is that all he has? Hold on for a second. Let me channel. I guess he just has Adin Live and Adin Ross and things. So he has all those fans, right? Now, between that many fans, okay? And then that small little amount of people, okay? Or even just talking on that one person that's swatting him because they don't like his content and they don't want him to be a content creator anymore. Who do you think at the end of the day, like, and that's just overall, like, just leaving that out there. You got millions of fans across all platforms, bro. You literally have a country following you, bruh. You have a country following you. It may be a small country, but it's still a country. You have all of these people all across the world following you. And you think that one little person is going to stop? My thing is this. If you have those both of those choices, right? You have both of those choices where it's like you got that millions and millions and millions of fans, and that one person that swat at you because they don't like your channel and they don't want you to be a content creator. Whatever your choice is, but I think the majority of people, they gonna want the millions of followers, right? They gonna be looking at that. They gonna be paying attention to that. If you say some stuff like, oh, well, everybody is entitled to their opinion, so I will listen to the one hater. I'm sorry, but you got your priorities wrong in life, and you will never in life be a leader, ever. You are a follower. And it's like, that's the follower in them talking. The leader in them hasn't woke up yet. But yeah, the follower in them, they're all like, oh, well, I'm following the crowd of people that don't like Adin Ross because I'm a fan of them. But they can't be a leader themselves. That's one thing that I might have not said those exact words, but no, I think I've said something along those lines where it's like the amount of, where, the people that have hated on me, the people that have stuff they're all the way from even the biggest YouTuber that ever make a video about me, all of them followers from whoever started the trend on, oh, well, let's hate on people that do reaction videos, let's hate on content creators and they ain't did nothing to us and stuff. Followers, all those guys, never in life can be a leader, and that's sad. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.